Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. I'm your host, Chris Dices, and we're here to talk about, the review for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now, we don't normally do reviews, but we thought, why not? We'll see how it goes. But I guess the question is Pokemon Sun and Moon a good game? And it is. It's a very nice game. I think the storyline is much better. I think the new Pokemon is good. I believe that these games are very good quality. I think some of the big changes is getting rid of the HN moves and replacing them with Poké Rides, which is great. For example, you can see Pokemon riding pretty easily and just move around like that. And I think that's a really cool thing. I think the new Pokedex is sort of interesting, how he sort of hold a little bit of hand holding going from quest to quest in the game, which I think is good. I think removing the gym leaders was an interesting idea, and replacing them with sort of island leaders and captains and things like that. I think that worked out well. I like the trials. I think the trials are definitely something that has definitely improved the game. Now, what other stuff can we talk about? I think the UI is a little bit funny in terms of trying to find stuff. For example, trying to find items is quite still hard, despite dividing them into 6 or 7 spots. You're still scrolling down a lot. I think trying to use the Poké Ride Charizard in terms of UI is terrible. When you go to the map of all the different islands, and just trying to find one place is particularly difficult. And I don't think there should be more flying spots to different smaller communities and spots in the game, which I felt was sort of annoying. What are the other things that I had? I think there are just too many cutscenes in this game. The storyline is very good, it's very interesting, but I felt like every time I was going to get a gallop in the game and go off and do my own thing in the storyline, then comes another cutscene. You got to do this, and you got to listen to dialogue all the time, and it felt a little more chattier than the other versions, or maybe I haven't been used to it for a little while. I don't know, but that was something that I noticed. I haven't used much of the festival plaza, so I don't know much about that section, but it seems okay. What are the other stuff that we could talk about? I think the new Pokemon are nice. I think the new versions of Pokemon definitely adds a spin to it. I think it makes things very interesting. I think catching the Pokemon's pretty simple. The difficulty of the game, I don't think is that bad. I think the experience share does make the game a bit too easy. But, we live in a time-consuming world, and people might not have time to level up Pokemon the harder way, as we did in the original versions and things like that. So how do I compare it to the other games? I think it's definitely better than than X and Y. I think these are the best Pokemon games on the 3DS. In terms of storyline, I think I always had Red and Blue and Black and White up there, because I think the Pokemon Black and White had some really good storylines. So I'm putting them up in that top 3. Gold and Silver is probably 4th, and the others are going down. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there was something missing in the storyline, something that could have been added or evolved in it. But still, it's definitely is better than Generation 6 and 4 and 3, I feel, in terms of storyline and that. I think this game really does push the hardware, the 3DS, and I think it would look much better if there was a Nintendo Switch version of it. Just some things, the animations were a little bit slow at times. But I think overall, the game does an excellent job. It's definitely Pokemon-like. It's a refreshed Pokemon. I think they took a lot of care into the Pokemon, the storyline, and things like that. They knew that Pokemon was getting a bit stale. And after 20 years, they decided to give it the refresh, and I think it's done very well. And I think I'll give it a 9 out of 10 or something like that. I will definitely recommend this game to Pokemon fans and Nintendo 3DS owners. It's a great game. I think things were very, very cool in the game. And I like the legendaries. I think the legendaries are okay. But I'm not too sure about using them in battle. I don't think they're going to be very competitively strong Pokemon. But maybe when I level mine up to level 100, that will work out. But I did do 22 hours of gaming inside 2 days. So don't try and do that. That was very, very painstaking for me. So, yes, very tough. But I guess that's my little review of the game. Hopefully people liked it. Do ask questions in the comments, and I will answer them the best that I can. So I guess this is sort of a review / ongoing conversation about the game. But it has been a big month for Pokemon and this channel, so we've done really well. So that's my review. So that's it from me, and I shall see you later on.